Hey friends, welcome back to my channel Hetal'scornerstone. So in today's video we will see and we will check out how to immigrate Canada from India and from different countries like China, Pakistan and all over the world from whoever to migrate to Canada, right? So we will check out over here different pathways also so we can go into the Canada within a 6 months or within a 1 year. So let's check out. First way is a express entry route. Express entry is the most popular way to immigrate to Canada, particularly for a skilled worker. So we will see what is the skilled worker. To enter in the express entry pool, you must be eligible for one of the economic class. Okay, first one is that FSW, Federal Skill Program Worker. This is a skilled worker program. Okay. Next is that Federal Skill Trade Programs, and last one is Canadian Experience Class, CEC. Canadian Experience Class means that whoever the person having some experience in Canada or work in Canada, studied in Canada, that we can call that Canadian Experience Class. For another person whoever is not having any experience, जिसको कोई experience नहीं है, right, study नहीं किया कनाडा में, okay, there is no spouse in Canada, right, means spouse नहीं है और फिर relatives नहीं है, right, for them federal skill program is the best program. Okay, let's check out the another thing. Say that what is the requirement for the express entry pool? You have to pass out the language test. First is English or second is French language, right? So there is a for general training because we are moving through express entry, so will require IELTS or self-pip. Second one is that what's the minimum score band required for express entry? So LRSW we normally call 8777. If you are having this much pretty score in the IELTS, then there is eligibility to get in the pool of express entry is very easy, right? So a minimum score band required 8777. Higher band is much appreciated. Second one is that you will need to get educational credential assessment, so we can call that ECA. First one is IELTS, second one is ECA. On any degree, diploma, certificate that you obtain from outside Canada. So whatever your education, right, you have to just certified from educational credential assessment in Canada. So let's check out the what are the different assessment criteria. Right. Next one. You must use one of these designated organization that are doing assessment. First one is that comparative education service, right? So that much is not much more appreciated. Second one is that international credential assessment service of Canada, ECAS. Third one is that WES, World Education Services. This is the most famous and the result is much faster than any other designated organization. Next, International Qualification Assessment Service. We normally call that IQAS. And last one is that International Credential Evaluation Service. This is the ICES. So three of them WES, IQAS and ICES is a most favorable designated organization for your ECA. But manual is that WES is a more faster in evaluation. But that WES is not providing master. If you have done master from India, China, in any country, so they will provide you double bachelor degree. But if you will go through IQAS, so might be they will provide you master equivalency master in a IQAS, so your score will be much more higher in a CRS. Next one, we have seen that there is a we require IELTS first one and WES from this organization, designated organization, WES or IQAS or ICES. And next, you how you can enter in this pool and what will be given a score, right? So we will first see that human capital factor such as your age will be calculated, how much your experience, your education, what you did master, bachelor, PhD, two or more degrees, or language proficiency, how much your score, how much your CLB 7, 6 or 8, and much another factor. So that score is based on the comprehensive ranking system. Okay, now your score is calculated. We have seen that from the your age, how much your age, education, what you did, work experience from 1 to 10, or whatever the work experience you are having in India or as well as outside India. But if you have work experience in Canada, then you have much more points, because this is a point based system used by the government to assess and rank candidates in the express entry pool. So this thing is required. So once an interested candidate submit an online profile, right, the federal government determines if the candidate is eligible for a program managed by express entry. So this candidate entered in the pool of express entry and ranked according to the CRS. If your CRS is a higher, your will be there will be more chances to get invitation from this federal government. If current nowadays there is a ranking minimum score cutoff is 468 on the 2023 December 2020. If your CRS comprehensive ranking system CRS is a 470, 472, because this is a volume trend, right? So there is a more chances to get a invitation from a Canadian government. Next we will see, approximately every 2 weeks, the Canadian government selects the highest ranking candidate from the express entry pool. So I've said that the latest cutoff is a minimum CRS was 468, and the date of draw was 23rd December 2020. After that, there was no any draw in the month of January 2021. So if there is a prediction is that, or if your minimum score is above 470, 471 or 472, so there is a chances to get the invitation from the government, Canadian government, in the express entry pool. So if you are selected, right, if you are in a in between the in score of CRS, so there is a more chances to get invitation, ITA, invitation to apply for permanent residency. So this is a minimum cutoff 468, and chances are higher to get a 470, 471 minimum cutoff in nowadays. Right? Next one, there is another ways you can come into the Canada if you are not selecting, or if you have a lower cutoff band like a 430, 450, right? So there is another provincial nomination is also there. If you if you do not move in the express entry, you can go for a provincial nomination. First thing is required express entry profile, right? So express entry profile, candidate can obtain a provincial nomination for permanent residency if you are interested in specific Canadian province or territory. This may be an option. Might be you are interested in Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, Manitoba. So you can select that province or territory. Next, provincial program can be one of two types: base programs or enhanced programs. So if you are going through provincial nomination, first thing is express entry plus PNP. So once candidate receive a nomination, provincial nomination, they are awarded an additional 600 points and would practically guarantee the receipt of ITA in the next express entry. So what is required? First, express entry profile, plus you have to select in which province you are much interested. Whatever the province you have selected, and if that province selected your NOC, then they will assign you one invitation, and you have to accept that thing within a 30 days, I think within a 30 days, right? And if you are selected, and if you have a think 400 points CRS points, right, in the express entry, and you got another 600 points from Saskatchewan, so 400 plus 600, so do you have 1,000 CRS point. So there is 110% guarantee receipt of ITA in the next row. So this is a more beneficial if your lower score. Say if you are having a 300 CRS point, and your provincial nomination is 600, so you can get 900 points, and there is a chances to get the ITA from this government, right? So this is a provincial nomination program, and you can get additional 600 CRS point, whatever the CRS you score in express entry. Next, so we will see what are the another nomination program is going on in the Canada. So first one is there Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program, AINP. Second one is that British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, BCPNP. Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP. Next, New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Program, NBPNP. Next one, Newfoundland and Labrador Provincial Nominee Program, NLPNP. Nova Scotia Nominee Program, Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, OINP. OINP is running more faster, and Saskatchewan and Manitoba is also Prince Edward Island and Provincial Nominee Program is also running, but might be you have to receive a job letter. Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, this is a much faster nominee program. Saskatchewan, so you have to select the whatever the, if you have occupation that is demanded in Saskatchewan, right? So this is a most must invited. This earlier that was a FIFO base, first in first serve, but the minimum cutoff required for Saskatchewan is 60 out of 100, and another thing is that cutoff is a 70 or 71 or 2, so we have to reach that 70 or 72, so we'll get the invitation from SINP. Northwest Territories Nominee Program, NTP and TNP, and last one is a Yukon Nomination Program. So this is a all nomination program. There is another also like Atlantic programs are also running over there. If you have a lower band score, lower CLP, right? You have a lower band in IELTS or CLP. There's another program also, so we will check out later on in the another videos. So another rural and northern immigration pilot, you can say that RNIP. So this is a one by way they are opening these programs for rural areas, right? So this one is Ontario, all are Ontario, right? This one is Manitoba, Montreal in Saskatchewan, Alberta in British Columbia, and this one is also in British Columbia. So you have to create the profile in the RNIP, and they will, if you have a work experience in outside Canada, and they will select you, right? And you have to provide lots of things, right? They will provide you work permit over there. So this is a rural and northern immigration pilot program, so we can call it RNIP. What you can do that, you can just search over there and just see the official website of the different provinces and different programs and different communities, so we'll get the real information over there. And next video we will do that, we will talk about the home child care program with that required lower band score. So we will see what are the different areas. If you don't have a higher CLB score like 8777, if you are having just CLB 6, 6 and 5.5 in each, and each 6 it's 6.5 or 6, so how you can manage to move in the Canada in a different provinces or different communities, right? So I hoping that after a very long period of time I am making this video. I hope you please do not put any negative comment, because I am working hard for you, and I am trying to collect new and much information for you. When this program, when another program will begin, when the VFS will open, and where when they will provide the invitation to all the participants, students also. So I'm trying to collect new and new information, but before that stay tuned and watch my channel, don't forget to subscribe it. So thank you guys, bye bye now. Important announcement is that in the Canada, Health Canada provided its first approval for a coronavirus vaccine on 9 December 2020. So they have started the vaccination of COVID-19. This means that Canada can now begin the largest vaccination campaign in its history. In the late October, Canada announced its 2021 and 23 immigration levels plan. So they will welcome over 4 lakhs immigrants. So it will seek to welcome over 4 lakhs immigrants per year, moving forward in a stated efforts to compensate for lower and newcomer arrivals during the pandemic. So this is an important announcement for whoever want to move in the Canada and they are looking forward some positive news. So thank you guys.